Hello friends, everybody's doing all right. Just looking in on the bees. It's February 16th. Beautiful day. I don't know, t-shirt weather. I don't know what the temp is, somewhere in the 60s. I just noticed some pollen coming in and out. Don't know what kind it is really. It's time for the maples, but I ain't seen any, flared out yet. But don't mean that just because I can't see them don't mean they ain't already doing. I'm dragging out some sugar, and you can kind of see some of them there. The color of the pollen is. I don't know if this thing's focused right. It's not a whole lot. It's not every other bee or anything, but there's some coming in. So thank God for that. Oh, I'm sorry. Stick my finger in it. Yeah. And you guessed it, that's a dead out. Decent little bit of cluster that was there. You can kind of still see some of the sugar there. They come off the bricks that was on it. They'd closed their entrance up quite a bit. I think that's always neat to see that, how they do that. Close it up. It was kind of chewed the box a little. I hated losing those. That was some stock I'd got from Seth, and I had made some splits, so some other stuff here's still got some of those genetics. They had feed, 6 frames, had a little small patch of brood on in there, and I had some emergency feed on them. That's what I had on them. Not a lot. That was enough for 6 frames of bees for emergency. I took the frames up on the hill. I don't know. Probably can't see it. Maybe if you zoomed it right there. Right there. Might be able to see them flying. I don't know. Well, the zoom feature is pretty cool on YouTube there. But yeah, dead out. We all hate to lose them, but it's part of it. There's the culprit. Or that's what I think the culprit is, because it is wet. And they survive, cold quite fine, bees will, but they won't survive if they're wet. And I believe that's the culprit. I don't know if maybe, throwing bricks on it and stuff, because I do set a couple of bricks on them. Maybe I poked a hole in it or something, or if when I made it, it kind of looks like maybe right there might be part of the issue. How you'll fold them when you do. I've since changed the way I do these lids. I don't really staple them all the way around like that, because that creates some issues too. On my nook, well, right here, I'm right by one. This is how I do them now. Just fold it and don't even cut it or anything. I'm terrible with the camera anymore. I don't staple it on the edges. I just kind of leave it, like that on the edges, and just fold it, and no worries there. I don't know if this one's a dead out or not. Yeah, might be a bee there moving in and out. Couple, yeah, might be some in that box. Got a few in another nook here. See if they're bringing any pollen or not. Yeah, little. That's good though. I did notice a little brood in them. I went in them February 10th. Kind of looked in on everything. The dead out over there, it was doing okay. But I never paid attention to that lid. I just dove in them and looked in them, and Had I, maybe I could have saved them. Got to switch the lid out and stuff. But it's another hive. I should say colony or box of bees, however you guys. A lot of people sensitive on terminology and all kinds of shit, in my opinion, that shouldn't be. You know what they say about opinions. Here's another. This is kind of the north side. I put upper entrances in mine. I didn't start having decent wintering till I started sticking a upper entrance. Just not much, you know. I forget the size that is, ½ inch or something. Not much, a couple of bees. But I'm telling you, without that little upper entrance, I just kept wet bees. And you know, I listened to what everybody said on stuff, and I was getting wet bees. So I put them in it there. You see that one a little better. You know, it's a small hole. I got a shim loose over there. I can show you. Here's another. Let's see, I've lost. That one made 3, I believe. Lost. How many does that leave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one up on the hill makes 7. So, at least that's something I can do something with this spring. Alright, yes, here it is. Those look like a couple of inches. I can't remember, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Not, I just angled the hole. And that's the shims. Oh, I'm terrible with this camera anymore. But that is it. Nothing special. And they come in handy feeding, or, you know, even if you got a box, no bottom board, throw down a board and something flat and lay that on there, and they can come and go with that. But yeah, that's about all I got. I just wanted to share the dead out mainly, and that my date and the pollen coming in. And this is southeast Kentucky, so maybe that'll help somebody. I'm sure it'll probably, well, I won't even say. All right, I hope everybody has a good spring coming up, and God bless. Thanks for watching.